Hey everyone, it's your boy Just a Freak and I'm back with another episode from my Magic the Gathering saga. This time we're gonna take a look at the Commander deck. This was released quite soon and it's from the set Strixhaven, and this is focused on the theme Witherbloom Witchcraft. And yeah, I thought about what Commander deck should I pick up from the set, and I think that Witherbloom works the best for me. Apparently that's my chosen college. And let's see, this one has a 100 card deck in it, drafted for Commander, has 70 new unique cards. It has a deck box, a 10 double-sided tokens, plus a light wheel and a strategy insert and reference card. So pretty cool. I think that these go for $35-40 or something like that. And yeah, I can't wait to try it out with my friends. I've never played Commander. This is my first Commander deck, and I can say that I'm pretty excited. And I also got some sleeves for it, so should be really well prepared to start having fun. So anyway, let's stop talking and let's get cracking. So let's see, apparently it has a way to open down here. This is focused on black and green mana, and this time around in this box they don't stick the Commander card in the display, so they printed another card on the front. You also have some tokens here that can be used while playing, so that's pretty cool. Also a deck divider if you want to have some kind of sideboard, I think. And that's kind of it for the packaging. Now this is the deck box tailored for Witherbloom. Has the deck's name on it, Witherbloom Witchcraft, and pretty cool. Hopefully it will hold the cards double sleeved in it, but it should do, because as you can see we have some wiggle room over there. So let's take a quick look at the pamphlet. So this is basically a short introduction to Witherbloom Witchcraft, also to Willow Dusk Essence Seer. No one knows how old Willow Dusk really is. She claims to have been alive since the Blood Age. Pretty cool. And I think we also get some information about other cards that can serve as commanders in this deck. And on the back of it we have some explanation about how to actually play this deck, and hopefully also how to play Commander, because honestly I don't even know how to play Commander. If you do, please let me know down below, give me some tips. And we also get the wheel counter. This should go up until 40. And I think that, yeah, on the other side you can also use this for normal gameplay. So that's pretty cool to have. It also serves as a deck divider, I think. Yeah, should do the trick. Let's see. Oh, now this is interesting. So it looks like we get the Commander that was, I don't know, focused on the front of the deck, on the front of the box. We get it, but thicker. I think that this is used as a display card if you want to display it anywhere. So yeah, interesting thing. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if I would got in if I would got in place of that a second card for that Commander. I mean, never hurts to have to, but still nice thing to get. Let's take a short look at the tokens. So we get the food tokens, and on the back of it we have a past. I think that this should be the same. Oh, actually no, this one is for past, and on this one we get Saproling. And we also get some demons and fungus beasts on the back of them. Pretty nice. I'm always in desperate need of tokens. I want to play with style, and I don't have too many tokens. And basically this is the deck. So look at this beast, 100 cards, each one of them unique. No duplicates, no nothing like that, because that's how we roll with Commander apparently. And let's see how I can actually open this without messing everything up. And yeah, from what I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but Commander is a game mode that was actually developed by gamers. It didn't originally come from Wizards of the Coast, and I think that it's starting to be one of the most popular styles of gameplay right now, so that's pretty interesting to know. Also, let's start taking a look at the deck, because that's the most exciting part. So let's see, Willow Dusk Essence here. It's a legendary creature, Dryad Druid, and basically you can pay 1 and tap it and choose another target creature, and you put +1/+1 counters equal to the amount of life you gain this turn or the amount of life you lost this turn, whichever is greater. Activate only as a sorcery. So if you don't know anything about Witherbloom, and this is also the thing that I like about them, they play with gaining life and losing life, and basically their creatures are curated in a way that you gain something when you either gain something when you lose life or when you gain life. So this is pretty cool to have. And we also have Geom Master Chef. This is a legendary creature, Troll Warlock. It has trample, and at the beginning of your end step, create a number of food tokens equal to the number of non-token creatures you had enter the battlefield under your control this turn. And you can sacrifice food token to get indestructible until the end of the turn. Pretty cool. So both of these are mythics, and that's pretty damn cool. So let's put the mythics over here. And now let's see how I can split this. So should get to the point where we have, I know, let's just take one pile at a time. We're gonna have a lot of goodies in this one, so yeah, prepare for a ton of rares. Blight Mount, this is an enchantment, and attacking pests you control get +1/+0 and have menace. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you create a 1/1 black and green pest. And all pests have the effect, when the creature dies you gain 1 life. That's a pretty cool card over there, I cannot say anything else. Essence Pulse, it's a sorcery. You gain 2 life, and each creature gets -/- until the end of the turn, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. And the next one is Marshland Bloodcaster. It's a creature, a vampire warlock. It has flying, and you can pay 2 mana and tap it, and rather than pay the mana cost of your next spell you cast this turn, you may pay a life equal to that spell mana value. Now that's pretty interesting. Next one is Tivarsh, Gloom Summoner, legendary creature, human warlock. It has lifelink, and at the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, you may pay X life, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. If you do, you create XX black demon creature tokens with flying. Nasty. And let's see, Vainwitch Coven, creature vampire warlock. It has menace, and when you gain life you may pay black mana. If you do, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so this deck also plays with the graveyard a bit. Blossoming Bog Beast, it's a creature beast. When Blossoming Bog Beast attacks, you gain 2 life. Then creature you control gain trample and gain +X/+X until the end of the turn, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Next one, another rare. It's a 3/4 druid. It has reach. Creature spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn, and you gain 2 life if you tap it. Healing Technique. It's a sorcery and it has Demonstrate. And let's see what Demonstrate is, because I haven't seen that before. When you cast this spell, you may copy it. If you do, choose one opponent to also copy it. Oh, I got it. So this can be useful, but also pretty nasty. And return target card from your graveyard to your hand. You gain life equal to that card's most value. Elixir healing technique. Now the next one is Pest Infestation, and I love the pest. So basically it's a sorcery, destroy up to X target artifacts and or enchantment, and you create twice as much green blast pest creature tokens, where X is how many artifacts you destroyed, and that's pretty nasty. Let's see. Sproutback Trudge, creature fungus beast. And this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. It has trample, and at the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, you may cast this card from your graveyard. Pretty cool. Trudge Garden enchantment. When you gain life, you pay 2. If you do, create 4/4 green fungus beasts, creature tokens with trample. Yodera Grave Gardener. It's a legendary creature, 3/4 druid, and whenever another non-creature token you control dies, you may return it to the battlefield face down under its owner control, and it's a forest land. Nice. Revival Experiment. It's a sorcery, and for each permanent type, return up to 1 card of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. You may lose 3 life for each card returned this way. Exile, Revival, Experiment. And we also get the Witch's Clinic. It's a land, you can tap it for 1 mana, and you can pay 2 and tap it, and target commander gains lifelink until the end of the turn. Nice. Blood Tracker. It's a vampire wizard, has flying, and you can pay 2 life and put 1/1 counters to 1/1 counters on it. And when Blood Tracker leaves the battlefield, draw a card for each +1/+1 counters on it. And Damnable Pact. It's a sorcery, and target player draws X cards and loses X life. Pretty nasty. Let's take another pile. I mean, these decks are loaded from what it seems. Right, until now we looked only at Mythics and rare cards, so that's quite amazing. Deadly Tempest. It's a sorcery, destroy all creatures. Its players loses life equal to the number of creatures they control that were destroyed this way. Defiant Bloodlord. It's a creature vampire, and it has flying, and when you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. We get another mythic, and this is Noxious Gearhulk. It's an artifact creature, a construct. It has Menace, and when Noxious Gearhulk enters the battlefield, you may destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, you gain life equal to its toughness. Pretty nasty. And we get Ob Nihilis Reignited. Damn, this is a pretty cool looking planeswalker. It's also a mythic, and you pay 5 mana for 5 loyalty, and for 1 loyalty you draw a card and you lose 1 life. For -3 you destroy target creature, and for -8 target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card you lose 2 life. Damn, that's pretty nasty. So 4 mythics so far. That's pretty cool. Sangromancer, a vampire shaman creature, and it has flying. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, you may gain 3 life. When an opponent discards a card, you may gain 3 life. Sanguine Bond. It's an enchantment, and whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Taste of Death. It's a sorcery, and each player sacrifices 3 creatures and create 3 food tokens. Ageless Entity. It's a creature elemental. Whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on Ageless Entity. Next one, another rare, is Nissa's Renewal. And search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library, you gain 7 life. That's pretty useful. Verdant Sun Avatar. It's a creature, dinosaur, avatar, and whenever Verdant's an avatar or another creature enters the battlefield on your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Damn, Gaze of Granite. It's a sorcery and destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less. Glutinous Troll. Creature Troll has trample, and when it enters the battlefield, create a number of food tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. And you can sacrifice another non-land permanent, and Glutinous Troll gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. Sapling of Kolfenor, legendary creature, 3/4 shaman. And let's see. It has indestructible, and when it attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you gain life equal to that card's toughness, lose life equal to its power. Then put it into your hand. And another mythic, so we're down to 5. That's pretty cool. And this is Allhammered Archive. It's a legendary artifact, and if you would gain life, you gain twice as much life instead. If you would draw a card except the first one you draw, to each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Pretty cool. And we also get Druidic Satchel. This is an artifact. You pay 2 and tap it and reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. If it's a land card, put that card onto the battlefield under your control. If it's a non-creature, non-land card, you gain 2 life. Pretty cool value over there. Lexodon Warhammer. Let's see, it's an artifact equipment, and equipped creatures get +3, 0, and have trample and lifelink, and you pay 3 to equip it. Vancer's Journal, it's an artifact, you have no maximum hand size. Now that's pretty useful. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. Nice. Well of the Lost Dreams, it's an artifact, and when you gain life, you pay X, where X is less than or equal to the amount of life you gain. If you do, draw X cards. Exotic Orchard, pretty nice looking land over there. Another rare, so let's see. You can tap it, add 1 mana of any color a land an opponent controls could produce. Now that's cool. Let's take a look at more lands. I like that these decks have these interesting lands with side effects and all of that. High Market, it's a land, you can tap it for 1 mana, and you can tap it to sacrifice a creature and gain 1 life. Llanowar Wastes, it's a land, and you can use it to gain both green and black. Same for this one, but you can also scry one when it gets into the battlefield. And I think that's it with the rares. So let's go to uncommons. We get a Troll Druid, a Honor Troll. We get Dina, Soul Steeper, and Dina can also be used as a commander from what I know. Mortality Spear, it's an instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you gain life this turn. Witherbloom Campus, Study Hall, Ancient Carving. You draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. Interesting. Bloodthirsty Aerialist, Epicure of Blood, Feed the Swarm, Greed, Reckless Spite, Silversmote Ghoul, Suffer the Past, Vampire Nighthawk, Cultivate, Gift of Paradise, Pulse of Murasa, Rampart Growth, Lifeline Prowler, Moldervine Reclamation, Arcane Signet. This is a pretty used card in Commander deck. It's an artifact and you add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color's identity. Good card for ramping. Elixir of Immortality. You can pay 2 mana and tap it and you gain 5 life. Shuffle Elixir of Immortality and your graveyard into their owner's library. Pretty nasty. And let's take a look at more. Paradise Plume, another artifact. Pristine Talisman. Never seen this card before, so you can tap it, add 1 mana and gain 1 life. Soul Ring, I think that everybody knows what Soul Ring is. It's one of the best ramp cards and it's in every commander deck from what I saw. Sun's Droplet, it's an artifact, and let's see what this does. And whenever you're dealt damage, put that many charges counter on Sun's Droplet at the beginning of each upkeep. You may remove a charge counter from Sun's Droplet. If you do, you gain 1 life. Talisman of Resilience. Again, you can use this to gain to gain some mana, but it also does damage to you. Blighted Woodland, a land, and let's see, you get mana and you can pay some mana, tap it, and you search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. We also get a command tower. This is a land, and add 1 mana of any color of your commander's color identity. Gingerbread Cabin, it's a land forest, and let's see, when it enters the battlefield, tapped unless you control 3 or more other forests. Golgari Root Farm, let's see, it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Nice, it adds 2 mana actually, that's pretty cool. Jungle Hollow, you gain 1 life and you can use this to gain both types of mana. Another land, Myriad Landscape. Your landscape enters the battlefield tap and you can tap it for mana and you can sacrifice it. And let's see, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards that share the land type. Pretty nice. Radiant Fountain, another land, and you gain 2 life when it enters. Another land, and you can pay it to target creature can be blocked this turn. Rogue's Passage, pretty nasty. Sapsip Forest, land forest, and let's see, it enters the battlefield tapped and you can actually gain some life with this one if you pay mana. Activate only if you control a swamp, so basically you can gain 1 of each color, but you have to control at least a swamp. Temple of the False God, now that's a nice looking card, and it's a land and you get 2 mana out of it, and you can activate only if you control 5 or more lands. And I think that these are basic swamps. Let's see if we have anything here. So these look like all like basic lands. So yeah, I think that this was it. Let's see. So we got 5 mythics. That's pretty nasty. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 mythics and 35 rares. Now that's pretty awesome. Can't wait to try this deck to see how powerful it is. I'm gonna do it today. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna jump right into sleeving this beauty over here and setting everything up for my first commander game. Then I'm so excited. Anyway, hope you liked this video, and if you did, please leave a like and share it with your friends. It's gonna help me a ton in the future. And yeah, if you want to stick for more videos like this, please consider subscribing. And what can I say? Have fun playing Magic, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Wow.